Hello, good afternoon, my loves. Welcome to the Coffee Run Live, episode number 418 on this fine, cold, actually it's not fine. It is a great day, but it is freaking freezing. I am just saying. Do you know what's really funny? Well, I'm going to tell you what's really funny. It's really funny after, like, you know how you get used to seeing yourself in a certain way and then you go and change something and it's like, whoa. I've had lashes for years and it's so funny. During COVID, the lashes came off because, you know, lash techs and whatever else. And my daughter had a crack at doing them. Hey, Maria. My daughter had a go at doing them and they were really good. And then they were all gone because she got bored and she didn't want to do it anymore. And so then I had to wait. So thank you, restrictions being eased, because I really enjoy feeling glamorous when I wake up in the morning. It makes me feel very, very nice. So anywho, that's a whole other different aside. A couple of other things before we launch into all of the things today that I want to talk to you about. Contentology is a 30-day get your content ass motivated program that went live this morning. I've had messages from people who did not have the chance to make it in before the cart shut last night, and they were like, oh please, you know, is it too late to join? So I've decided to keep the cart open until midnight tomorrow night, being Tuesday the 2nd of June. It's only $97. We've already got people sharing, doing wonderful things with what was shared this morning. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to hear the results of this program. I've not actually been as excited about a program for a while. So I'm really thrilled to see what comes up and out of that. The link is in the comments. You're more than welcome to ask me any questions that you like. So with that said, what I wanted to talk with you primarily about today is about this topic around motivation. So motivation is an interesting subject, I think, because lots of people can feel motivated at various different times. And I guess that, like, one of the big things is, well, what if I'm not feeling motivated? Motivation to me is something that I'm not motivated at 5:20 when my alarm goes off in the morning to get up and to do the things. What I am motivated by is consistency. I'm motivated by forward momentum. And actually the thing that I found is that movement and motion tends to create that sense of motivation for me. A lot of the time I'm not motivated to do something. For instance, it might be like I'm not really motivated to make dinner of an evening, but I know that the payoff is that I won't be hungry, my children won't be whingy, and everybody gets fed. So, you know, other days I'm motivated to do all of the things. But I guess, like, it kind of begs the question as to what happens when you're not motivated. Because, you know, when you're motivated, you're just like bang, 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 bang. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hi, Carol. Good afternoon. Hey, Dave. And I think the thing is that, you know, when you're feeling motivated, you can feel really unstoppable. Hey, Carmen. But it's really the moments, I think, motivation that, no problem at all. Hey, Jones, great to see you. Motivation is not something that we all have all of the time, right? It is something that tends to either come as we're doing things or we go through and we do the things anyway. So how do you do that? And I think for me, and the thing that I've always kind of done is I always think about, well, you know, what's the outcome that's going to come and that is going to happen as a result of this action that I'm undertaking. Hey, Peter. Hey, Kylie. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Coffee Run. And to me, it's like, that's the stuff that gets me up and gets me motivated and gets me doing the things, right? It's not always the act of doing something that the motivation, that I'm motivated for. It's often the outcome of that. And it got me thinking, like the prompt for Contentology today is actually motivation. So everybody is talking about motivation, which is really cool. But different people are motivated in different ways. For me, I can really only talk about my experience with this. And that is that, you know, a lot of the time it can be really freaking hard to find a way to dig in and do the things that are necessary, particularly the stuff that you may not want to do. But I think the thing for me is that if I'm thinking about, all right, well, I've got to show up, I've got to do the things. If I'm really, really committed to living in alignment, to living from a place of integrity, which, anyone who knows me knows that is my absolute top driver. I really like to try and do the right thing by people as much as I possibly can, and live my life in a way where I walk my talk, where I follow through on what I promise and things like that. And it's like, if I'm really that person, and if I'm calling you to a standard where you're showing up for your people, then I better freaking walk my talk, right? I better do the things that I'm asking you to do. Otherwise, I'm completely out of integrity and I'm actually completely out of alignment. So the thing that really motivates me most days is showing up for you, right? It's literally going, even on the days I don't feel like doing the coffee run every day. I know it's a bit of a mind-blowing thought, right? Does she always want to do the coffee run? No, I don't always want to do the freaking coffee run. But I know that there are some people out there, and you guys have told me this, that this is the thing that gets you through the day. That sometimes this is a thing that has you getting out there and taking action, and it might just be the exact thing that you need to hear in order to get out of your own way, to show up and to do the things that need to be done, right? So the second for me, if I'm sitting there just making it all about me, I can totally buy into all of my own bullshit. And that is, I'm too tired, I haven't got my eyelashes on, my hair's really shit, it's too cold, it's a day ending in Y, I don't feel like I've got anything to say, blah, blah, blah. I'm a bloody expert at creating all of the excuses under the sun. And if it was only about me, then there are plenty of things that I wouldn't do. Case in point, we've got a granny flat on our property. So it was there when we bought the house, and we're very lucky, and it's really great. But it was really dodgy. It kind of smelt funky, and it was all of this 80s bleh, peach. Just gross, like really gross color on the walls. It was like an apricot-y kind of feel, like that apricot-y, that 80s apricot that was really popular. It was kind of like that inside, like peachy bench. It was just really gross. Terracotta, almost like those terracotta peachy tiles. So it was like peach heaven. Which if you're eating an ice cream, that's really amazing and delightful. But as a place to stay, not so fabulous. So we've lived in this house now for 7 years. I think we're coming up 7 years now. 2013 we bought. So we've been in this house for 7 years, and I've been wanting to do things to that bungalow. And we've done different things at different times. I'm like, we've got to do this, we've got to do this, we've got to do this. And it's just like, oh yeah, whatever. My daughter has since turned 18, my oldest daughter, and we've just kind of gone, wow, and Corona hit. Right? And all of a sudden there was her and her boyfriend who've been together for years. My daughter's out of work. And so they're home a lot more. And we're all kind of like on top of each other. And it was just kind of, I said to Tiana, I said, hey, would it feel easier for you guys to manage if you moved out into the bungalow, out into we call the granny flat the bungalow because it's very posh. So we're so fancy, just ask us, we'll tell you. Not. So I've just got, how would that feel? Would you like to move out into there? And she said yes. And I said, okay, so let's just do some renovations and we'll then get you over into there. So I had a reason for doing it. I was motivated at 3 o'clock on average when I finished work. My husband and I would go out into the bungalow, and we're scrubbing and we're painting and we're tearing shit down and we're building stuff, and late at night we're painting the floor and doing the things. And I was motivated to do it because I had a reason. And I think this is a thing that we've got to look for. Right? We've lived here for 7 years. We could have been renovating for 7 freaking years. We didn't need the Corona crisis to do that. Like, we've had time, right? But it was just that reason for doing it motivated us to actually get started. So with your business, with your marketing, with your content creation, with your authority marketing, with everything that you're doing, in order for you to feel motivated, you've usually got to have a reason to do it. I'm not really, I mean, I love the feeling of how I feel after I've worked out, after I've lifted heavy weights. I'm not motivated per se to go and lift a weight. Like, I don't really care about lifting a weight. It's like picking up a phone case or, you know, having a pencil. I don't really care about the tool. It's the reason behind it. It's like, I want to build muscle. I want to be toned. I want to grow old as graciously and in the best physical way that I possibly can. You know, so I want to look after myself in that sense. So the motivation comes when you know the reason, right? So what is the reason you want to do something? What is the reason you're marketing? What is the reason you're in business? What is the reason that you're doing anything that you're doing? And I guess this kind of ties into the very famous Simon Sinek, who talks about why. You know, you've got to know your why. And it's not just about the money or the house or the thing. It's like, why are you doing what you're doing? What is the reason behind doing what you're doing? And then that then will feed that motivation. And then when you've got that, so you've got your reason why, you know why you want to do something, and then you're kind of like, okay, cool, so I'm going to go and do that. And then you start taking action, and then you generally start to feel more motivated because you can see that the outcome that you want is starting to come a bit closer. So if you think about it in the coffee run example, some days I'm not freaking motivated to do it. But the reason that I do it is for you. It's to motivate, inspire, educate, cajole, help you to get to know me, to get you into action. And then for me, the reason why I do all of that is I see you guys out there doing your stuff, helping your people. And I'm like, fuck yeah, like go you. I'm so excited to see what you're doing for your audience. I'm so excited to see what you're doing for your people. And that inspires me to then do more and be more and show up more and get out of my own freaking way. Because if I can inspire you to do that, then, you know, what are you doing for your people, right? And so then it creates this really amazing ripple effect, in my opinion. So for me, that decision helps motivate me. The reason why motivates me. I'm really curious to hear what it is for you. If you'd be so willing to share, I would really love to hear it. That's that. Motivation. Eat your heart out. Remember why you're doing stuff. Like, know the reason why you're doing things, and that will help you with finding that inner motivation and the grit and the courage and the tenacity and consistency actually as well. All right. So I hope that's helpful. I hope that has motivated the shit out of you to go and do all of the things. So remember, you've got to get yourselves out there. Go have some fun doing it. Go help some people. And remember that the world is ready for your brand of awesome. I also hope to see you in Contentology over the next couple of days. It will kick your ass. It will get you motivated and get you inspired to help more people and to do the things that you're here to do. All right. The link is in the comments. If you've got any questions about anything, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully with a little bit warmer weather, but it is the first day of winter, so I don't really like my chances. Thank God it's warm in here is all I have to say. All right, you guys, I will see you tomorrow. Bye.